So we're in day 8 or week 2 of the new player guide, and with the added capacities that I've leveled up, we're gonna spend some chalices in our good friend Quarry 7 and also in our lovely friend over here, Skull Grove, because we're gonna fill up that brick and those coins and bring them back to camp to rinse and repeat the leveling up of our dragon power. I'll cut off footage here, so you aren't gonna sit here watching me spend ages filling this up. Since there's 10,905 to get, it's gonna take a little bit of time. Alright, so day 8 ends with us with a full tank of coins and bricks. I would like to get some more of the coin storage, but I miscounted and I didn't reach that 10,000 coin storage that I would have liked to have had. That was my bad. You want to, if you want to go explicitly for the bubbleable storage, you want to make one level 7 of each type, and that takes at least 313 of each of those types of buildings. Alright, so since I have that full tank here, I'm going to spend it down, and I've been spending some bricks now on chests to work on items in camp. Let's see what this does. No, okay. So beginning of day 9 is what we'll switch to, but yeah, I'm in here. I'm going to spend all my coins on one breed of dragon. I'm going to move off of the greens and onto, for the time being, I think I'll do a whole bunch of the rock dragon actually, because it's the cheapest right now, and pop that up. Or I'll do the grass. Anyways, we're going to switch over to day 9 in a new video. Alright, so here we are with day 9 in my new player. And as I said at the end of the previous video, since I've got full storage on bricks and on coins, I'm going to go spend those. I'm going to start off with eggs. And in general, I've been working on getting to about 1,000 coins for what it'll cost for a particular dragon. Today I'm going to do rock dragons, just because that'll get the most bang for my buck just now. So we're just going to spam by those, clear out my gold there, and we'll set these off to the side for collection when I'm ready for them. And then I'm also going to spend all of my bricks. I'm not going to buy any storage with it, although it could be useful to bump up that gold. It's a temptation, but it's a little expensive right now. Actually, no, yeah, since it's letting me buy the gold once for brick, I'm going to sacrifice that because I want to get that gold up just a hair more. So we'll go ahead and do that. Oh, not enough open land. Okay. I'll pop one of those and then get back in here and buy those up. 3, 4. That's 4 of them. We'll go ahead and actually no, because that'll give me 5 there, and that'll give me a 5 there, and that will give me 2 more of the 4. So I need a few more. So we're going to stick these over here for now. I don't want to build any until I get that up there. I'm going to empty it the rest of the way out with houses, with homes, but not build those either, because that's the minimum price for the homes. And I'm not keeping count. I should, but I'm not. I'm just filling them up. Alright, pretty much emptied it out. And I'm sticking those over here in my case. Just keep track of where you're putting those bubbles for the different buildings so that you don't get them mixed up. Now we're going to go back out to the world map and farm some more. Now, because it's going to take a little while to do my farming, and now my favorite spot is going to be this Hilltop Bluffs, which only uses one chalice, right? I do want to spend some of these down because it's going to take a while to fill up my storage. So let's spend a few chalices, and it's probably going to refill my chalices once or twice at least while I'm farming. So we're going to spend 4 chalices, progress the map. And there we go. All right. Leaf flowers, floating leaves, merge the floating leaves. All right. Merge those over land. Did that count? No, it doesn't count if you do the merge in the air, but that's something that you can do if you're short on space, is merge in the air. All right, I'll merge those. That's my second star. And the third star, let's merge those. And we'll collect up these coins. I could sit here and farm out trees from these floating leaves and farm here, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go over to where it's more convenient, which is back on that Hilltops Bluffs. Alright, so let's see what freebies we can get from this. I do suggest watching the advertisements and getting any free stuff unless there is an out-of-camp event coming up. So Fridays, don't touch these ads. You're going to want your ad allowances for in events in case your event lets you spend a little time watching ads to get some freebie stuff. Alright, so Hilltop 7 will take 6 chalices. We don't quite have that. We're almost to another star farm level where you would just spend chalices to farm stars. There's a secret level down here. Don't need to worry about that just now. We want to farm. So we're going to go spend what we can. Empty out that few coins that we picked up. Right? Didn't pick up that many, but can we spend it on something? Anything? No. Okay. So we really can't spend it after all. But we'll go out, go play Hilltop Bluffs. And farm in this level. It will probably take a little bit of time. It has, the last time I did it, taken a couple of hours of active play, actually, to farm my storage full. I'm going to start working on those trees right early on. And because it's early game, when you get done farming and filling things up, just go ahead and finish the level. You can reestablish this farm overall relatively quickly. Later on, it might be worth it to go in and out and waste chalices, but not just yet, as leaving and coming back does cost more chalices each time until it caps out at 7. And you don't want to wait that long to get back into your coin and brick farm, right? And this way you're also getting the opportunity to do some purple gem farming as well. There, 5 there. That's 2 more trees. Alright. We're harvesting out those brambles just to have that added space. And that's a little closer to the trees that I'll want. Keep tapping these leaves in. Merge those up. I gotta get those brambles out of here just to free up that space. I want as much workspace as I can have. Those on up. There's a star. Alright, we're going to merge these living stones. Get rid of these flowers, or sprouts. Alright, I'll merge those up and those and get that collected, which will, oh wow, purple star. Okay, we're gonna have a purple star for taking home. We just have to juggle around it in this case until I get done with all my farming. That, now I can get rid of the flower as well. Alright. So we're gonna work on making our fruit trees. And we're either going to want grapes or raspberry trees. Move these coins over. Grapes will give us a good start. There's a start. We're going to want to have enough trees to keep our dragons busy. If you have access to an auto clicker, you might want to use one of those, but be very careful with it. I'm not going to teach you how to do that. All I can say is if you can play on an emulator, there's one built right in, typically. And you can just record what steps you want it to do and repeat. Just be careful you don't over harvest and overfill your map. At least not too much. Alright. So there's a few more of those. Over time, we're eventually going to have extra dragons that we'll be able to get. And I'm going to have you sit here and watch the entire farm, though. That would be a little obnoxious on my part, because it will take a few hours to fill things up. Alright. But that's the gist of it. We're just going to sit here and harvest and merge. And in the case of the bricks, I'm going to go up to either the ogre stone for one, or make 3 of the ogre stone shards or something along the way, because, well, 10k. It's probably better to do an ogre stone and a couple of the shards, and that'll fill it up. And I won't need a tiara, I don't believe, in the coins. Now, I'll need either 1 magic gem of fate or like 3 and a little bit of the magic gem of tears. So that's my goals. And there's apples. Well, the apples can just, well, can't be just outright sold, but they might turn into boxes that in the level can be merged up. Alright, so at this point, I'm going to cut off the recording and just know that that's what I'm going to be doing, is farming. So I'm about to finish farming this session, and let's go ahead and collect up some of these stone. Alright. And that's it full, so we'll finish the level and take anything that it gives us for free. Alright. Now, definitely worth watching the ad to get that basalt rock. We're going to grab all the free stuff, including that dragon star. Don't want to miss out on that. Lots of free stuff this time. Alright. So if you have this is beta test right now, so at the time of recording. So not everybody's going to have this watching an ad thing. But I'm going to watch that and bring that home too. I'm going to stop recording though, because you don't need to see the ad that I'm going to be seeing. All right, there we go. So now that's going home as well. And we're going to head there now. Not going to worry about Mystic Challenge just yet. Awesome that I got the chest. And as much time as went by, I'm back at full chalices. Let's go drop this off and spend those currencies. Alright, so that's the rewards from that. Unlock my screen so I can bring this down to drop it off. Alright, first things first. We're going to spend those coins on eggs. And keep all the same type in a bubble. I did have a little remainder, so let's see. We'll spend a little bit of that on a sharp dragon egg. There we go. We'll set that with its own pile and go in here and spend those bricks. I'm still fixing my missing the count by going with spending bricks on these basic coin vaults. Now I could lower that price a little bit, which I think I will try to do by doing a fake merge on these level 6s. Hold that and tap on the world map icon with a different finger. Keep holding that merge until we've changed screen, and then come back in there, and one of those buildings will be in a bubble. As we see there. All right. Now I could 3 merge these, have that 7, and that is a 2x1. Which will definitely lower those costs. I'm gonna get rid of that rock pile. So yeah, we're gonna merge those just so that I get the 2x1. And that's on bricks. It's not doing much for me on coins right now. So that's actually not going to help a whole heck of a lot. And bricks that don't have any storage are in these little piles here. So that would lower the cost on buildings that cost bricks to build, you know, more the storages. I could up those. Same thing works with the coin ones. So we're going to get that building back out. Get rid of that tree. Alright, so yeah, I'm not going to be able to lower the cost on these coin ones right now. We'll spend some of those bricks on building up these coin ones again. There we go. That's a few more of those. Where'd they go? I know I did that on... Where did I set these? I don't remember now. Uh-oh. Anyways. These right here. That's right, I had bought homes last time. Alright. So I can go back to farming after I do another level. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out. I'll spend some chalices, do Hilltop 4 here to advance my progress across the world map. And then come back to Hilltop Bluffs and fill it up again. So that's where we'll go. I'll stop recording and stitch this together after I'm done here.